Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to Days Explainer, where we're looking at one of the most chaotic moments of mass complaining and sudden leadership burnout ever recorded. It's all right there in the text of Numbers 11. Picture this. We've got a massive camp of Israelites wandering in the wilderness, and things are rapidly, absolutely rapidly spiraling out of control.
The entire camp is echoing with a single, exhausted demand. Who shall give us flesh to eat? This is the literal sound of intense food fatigue. The mixed multitude, the children of Israel, they're all sitting in the doors of their tents and they are literally weeping, just full on crying. They are completely exhausted by their situation and they're absolutely demanding meat.
And what's really fascinating here is exactly what they're so nostalgic for. We're talking fish, cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. It's kind of incredibly relatable, right? I mean, here they are, surrounded by a miraculous divine intervention every single day, and they're crying over missing the grocery aisles of their former captivity in Egypt. It's this wild contrast between their very mundane, earthly cravings and their divine situation.
Because instead of garlic and onions, they were stuck with manna. Now, manna was this daily provision that looked like coriander seed, it had the color of bdellium, and it tasted like fresh oil when it was baked. They go out, gather it, grind it up, and make cakes out of it daily. But for the Israelites, staring at this exact same miracle day in and day out left them feeling completely dried away. They just wanted something new. And, this relentless weeping ripples all the way to the top. Moses hits an absolute breaking point. Completely overwhelmed by managing 600,000 footmen, he asks God, "Have I conceived all these people? Have I begotten them?" He's so incredibly stressed out that he actually begs God to either fix this impossible burden of carrying them or just kill him right now, out of hand, so he doesn't have to face his own wretchedness.
Well, God's wonderfully swift organizational solution comes down to just one number: 70. God tells Moses to gather 70 men from the elders of Israel. Then God takes of the spirit that's already upon Moses and he puts it upon these 70 elders. It's an instant, brilliant delegation of authority, a real game changer so Moses doesn't have to bear the crushing weight of all these people alone.
Okay, but what about the food crisis? Well, God responds to the crowd with some deeply dark irony, telling them they'll eat meat until it come out at your nostrils and it be loathsome unto you. Basically, because they wept and despised their divine provision, God says, look, you aren't just getting meat for 1 day or 5 days or 20. You are getting it for a whole month until you absolutely loathe the very thing you demanded. So here's how that dramatic climax actually unfolds. First, a wind from the Lord brings in these massive flocks of quail from the sea, dropping them all around the camp. We're talking stacked 2 cubits high upon the earth. The people naturally go crazy, hoarding the meat all day and all night. But then, before the meat is even chewed, while it's literally still between their teeth, the miraculous delivery twists into divine wrath. The Lord strikes the people with a great plague at a place they named Kibroth Hatava. That translates to the graves of craving. Which really brings us to a final question I want to leave you with today. What is the heavy, hidden cost of getting exactly what you demand? Sometimes the absolute most dangerous thing isn't being denied what you're crying out for. It's actually receiving it. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep seeking those deeper truths, and I'll catch you next time.